Hello everybody, this is the Starving Martian, and we've recently completed our look at Mars Attacks Occupation and the card set that came before that, Mars Attacks Invasion. We will soon be moving ahead to Mars Attacks The Revenge, but before we get that far, I wanted to take a look at this comic here from IDW, Mars Attacks Art Gallery. Now this was published in 2014, putting it in between Invasion and Occupation. And the back of this comic actually describes a little bit for you what it is. Alright, so what it says there is the artwork featured in this book was curated by IDW Limited. Each piece was commissioned for one of our rare original art offerings and featured artists chosen for their talents and love of Mars Attacks. The original sketch cards ultimately found homes with some very happy collectors. We are excited to share some of our favorite pieces with you before they end up being vaporized. So, I could be wrong here, but from the description on the back and what I know about the card series, I believe that what this represents is special cards that were made for people who donated during the Kickstarter campaign. I don't know if they were just giveaways to people who gave such and such amount of money, or if there was a drawing or contest. But either way, these cards are very, very rare. I've seen a couple of them on eBay, and they command large prices, like 75 bucks plus per card. So IDW actually reprinted a bunch of them here in the Mars Attacks Art Gallery, which is really cool. It gives those of us who, are not the type to give to Kickstarters or who didn't even know the card series was coming out until after the fact, a chance to see these specialty cards. The backs aren't printed, so if there's anything on the backs of these cards, I can't tell you what they say, but the artwork is preserved in this book. So we're going to take a look at these special one-of-a-kind cards here, and now I do have an issue with comic books. If you ever see me do any comic book reviews, I do have a tendency to get my arms all over the place in front of the panel, trying to move the page and keep it open. So we're just going to lay this on the ground and hover over it with the camera, helicopter style. So please excuse the Steadicam approach. Alrighty, so here we go. Over here you get a list of all of our artists, as well as a picture of the different covers. And here we go with our first cards. These are by Jason Adams. Nice black and white images of the Martians there. Very well detailed. Quite like them. These, by the way, are printed much larger than actual cards, so you get some good detail. Artist by the name of Ted Dastic does the next few cards. None of these cards, by the way, have individual names. They're just 1 out of 1 Mars Attacks. Okay, these ones on the bottom obviously go together to make the, what is it, Abbey Road from the Beatles. Very nice. There's a Bumblebee from G1 Transformers getting toasted. I do dig that robot in the background. And over here is a guy who was a victim of the freeze ray. And these are more of his. Obviously he's taking some cues from different pop culture references. That's a nice image there. And if you don't recognize the Mona Lisa, sorry, I can't help you. Whistler's mother. There's a nice one, Sistine Chapel. Alright. Come on, Mr. Page. Okay, that's the artist of these cards. Building Go Boom. This guy's a nice comic-y style. I like the swirls in his brain there. And just the frumpy look on his face. And yeah, I don't give that sergeant much of a chance. There you go. Put my curtain in the way. Travel all the way, all these millions of miles to Earth, and this is the tanks we get. There we are. It looks like an old Martian. Looks like he lost his dentures. That guy hasn't. There on Dan Duncan. He doesn't get a write-up. He's got some nice cards here that he's done for us. Charles Hall. It's a much darker style, but it fits the series. Another Martian with a flamethrower. Saw a couple cards with flamethrowing Martians in the card series of the past. This female diving Martian is quite disturbing. I don't quite get that one, but whatever. They're not paying me to get that one, are they? Come on, page. Alright, some more cards that go together. Here's a Martian family. She's got a nice Marge Simpson hairdo going on there. Here's Junior. His little beanie cap inside of his helmet. And yeah, if you ever wanted to know what Martian pets look like, there you go. And more cards that form a scene together here. I love the look on this guy's face. Like he just sat on a whoopee cushion or something instead of getting disintegrated. Alright. Almost skipped a page. There you go. Night of the Martian Dead. And a Martian take on Little Red Riding Hood. Which, of course, is something the world needed. Alright, now on to Apricot Mantle. This is a Martian killing a chicken. Because why not? Death in the Skies. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this Martian here. I think somebody just gave him a wedgie. And I have no idea what's going on here. Is somebody drawing this Martian with a marker? Is this a big glue bottle and they're putting his brain together? Why is this guy wearing a surgical mask? I have no idea. Yeah, it's a little more straightforward. Straightforward. Martian with a gun. I'm happy. Alright. It's another 4-card set. You can see where they would have punched the cards out here. Nice image of a giant Martian robot. Well, nice unless you're that guy. And then just one giant image of a Martian head by John McCree. Now this is a very nice image, but imagine if somehow you only had one of these cards. Like what if you only had this? How would you display that? I don't know. Gentleman by the name of Nar, or possibly a lady, I have no idea, but Nar, nice name, does some really nice cards. I do like Nar's artwork. And I love any time they give us a new glimpse of what a Martian leader would look like. This was the image used on the cover. Burning Flesh. Love the look on this guy's face. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice giant robot. Actually kind of looks like a Martian Iron Man suit. Oh, and what's Mars Attacks without the beautiful ladies in danger here? I like the tunnel vision of this one with the buildings kind of curving to the side. Alright, so that was Gnar. Very nice work, Gnar. You get a gold sticker. Alright, Tim Proctor has opted just to blow up some imagery from other cards, which, I don't know, I guess is nice, but seen it, been there, done that. I like to see a little more originality. Here's some by Jeremy Treese. Martians have very thin limbs, but they're pretty cool. Chris Ominga gives us a flaming robot, amongst other things. I like this picture here of the cow getting abducted. Actually, I just recently played through Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, and it reminds me of a mini game there at Hunter St. John, where you have to protect cows from UFOs and drop them in the corral. Very nice looking Martian there, even though his head looks a little bit like chewed bubblegum. At least his head doesn't look like that. Ow. Flame on, I suppose. Another very nice robot. A lot of good robots in this book. Come on, page. I know this page will turn. There it goes. George Weber. Goes a really nice giant ant from them. I think that the Martian can't figure out why there's fish in his helmet. Do you not remember putting on the helmet with the water in it? Alright, moving right along. I love that word bubble there. Die! Now, speaking of die, she's actually saying, "Die, monster, die!" Can't tell you how many dates of mine ended like that. Oh well. There's another guy saying die. Or possibly poison. Or possibly pirate. I have no idea. And come on. Our last page is here by Mr. Jeff Zapata. I don't really like this particular Martian's face. I don't know why, it just is odd. Now it's a little better. Double dueling there. It's a little Alas Poor Yorick for you. And that's about that. So that was the Mars Attacks Art Gallery. I picked this up at my local comic book shop, and the cover price was $3.99. I think I paid $4.75 for it, so the markup's not bad at all. So if you like what you see here, it's pretty cheap. Find it at your own local comic shop, or I've also seen it on eBay and Amazon for reasonable prices. So this has been the Starving Martian. Next time we tackle Mars Attacks, we will definitely be in Mars Attacks: The Revenge. But until then, guys, have a good one. Keep watching the skies.